Welcome, welcome. This is going to be kind of an interesting one, a little bit larger of a box than we're usually opening. So we're going to use the two cameras, see if we can kind of switch back and forth, make it easy. We are not waiting though. Without further ado, $100 value, 1,000 pieces. The knife is going. It's officially open. So we're going to dig through an item at a time and see what is all in this. Besides for some of the memorabilia stuff we know, make sure I don't cut anything up. This is the one that I know I've been waiting for a long time, so let's see what they threw together in this box. All right, let's start with just, we'll put the packs aside here. Let's get the big basketball box, the basketball deal out first. So inside there, I think what happened is a lot of the packs slid around inside. So we're gonna end up setting those down there for now. Obviously we got our life wouldn't be complete without some more sleeves. Never ending supply of those. Our basketball binder, we're gonna set that aside. Collecting kit, again, we don't need to go through some of this stuff. We're just gonna throw it right over to the side. These are all pieced together, actually, by the way. So, interesting there. Yankees, Texans. So I'll go through more of that stuff. All right, so, yeah, clear card pages. The pages for your for the basketball binder. Again, we're concerned more about the cards typically. So some World Cup cards. All right, so these are going to be the interesting ones. We got a Grand Slam assortment. Now with these, we've obviously seen some of the good and the bad with those. We're going to open them. We're going to open it all. Obviously, I don't know if we'll be picking stuff and throwing it on eBay for this lot. This might be kind of a tough one. So there's that. And this is the one that intrigues me probably the most. The basketball box. Jump shot, hot cards. Interesting. And we'll open up this one too, just to see what's inside. Toronto Blue Jays. I'm guessing it's just the... Actually, I'll probably just leave this one sealed. 4 glossy pictures. Some of the stuff I will probably list. Do they have anything else hiding in here? I think that's it. So we can officially get this box out of the way. 1,000 pieces. I wonder if it, when they're including those styles, I'll check in the box here quick. I'm gonna have to assume in those 1,000 pieces that they don't mind the dinging. So I'm guessing in the 1,000 pieces, they included literally every single card, is what it could be. So let's see what they gave us in here. Let's just look at the packs because we'll open the rest of the stuff up right away. So we got World Cup. We've seen those before. 1992 Bowman baseball card in every pack. Baseball Sports Flicks and Pinnacle Series 2. My fault for not silencing the phone before I jumped on, but little did we know what was going to be going on, right? All right, so Upper Deck. This must be the Spurs set. So let's just go through this. We're not looking to have this taken out, are we? All right, so we got our giant David Robinson card. I don't know if I need to put that up or not, but it'll be kind of one of the unique items, I'm sure, in here. 10 edition sets. So this is what it's saying is in there. There's 10 different sets. The Bulls one wouldn't have been too bad, but depending on the year, of course. All right, so let's see what they got us in here. So, Kenny Anderson. Abdul Roof. So that's in that Upper Deck. Look at that rookie standouts, man. Right when I see that, it brings back the memories. Scott Burrell. So team sets, but these are just your kind of extra cards. So we could find something potentially interesting in here, I guess. Well, I guess I did sneak in and see a Clyde. Oh, Shaq is in there. Shaquille O'Neal. We got to at least leave one of these up to show them off. Patrick. You know, I don't recall seeing the Ewing near as much as the Drexler and the O'Neal when I opened them up. But that's kind of cooler with that orange background. AC Green. Eric Coleman. Christian Laettner. Everybody's favorite college player. Lynch. Hunter. I'm sure there's some big college fans that have a different opinion on that. Man, some of these cards stuck together a little bit. Good old 93-94 Upper Deck. Chambers. This does intrigue me, though, having these, because then the other ones we're going to open that are the team sets will have some extra cards, too, so maybe we'll get something interesting there. And then your Spurs team set. I'm honestly just going to leave these sealed because we already know what they're at. Otherwise, I'm going to have to put them in a little case to keep them all together. Anyways, so let's do that. The Shaq's in great shape. Let's throw him up there. He was a beast. Well, he still is a beast, technically. So we'll throw these over to the side. Because that's where we're going to get in here. Is the older cards. All right, let's do the next one, which opened up for me, basically. Makes my life slightly easier. Ewing. No offense, Ewing. We're not putting you up there. Goes kind of who you watch is who you know. Glenn Rice, giant card. Don't need that one. All right, we got the Knicks set. So we'll set that one right there. So more of the Doug Christie. Penny? Mr. Penny? Like that one. Rodman? And Rodman isn't a bad guy to get either, but in this year, there's not as many players to grab. Do like the Hardaway, though. AC Green. Ainge. Jamal. Prospects. Larry Johnson. Man, I opened up way too much. When I just look at this, it's just like, you just remember the amount of Upper Deck and rookie standouts. Houston. I don't mind the Hardaway one. I'm just going to throw that one over there. All right, now we got some baseball team sets. This is Yankees. Again, I don't think I even need to open. I don't mind open all the stuff, but when you have something like this that you already know what's in it, it's the team set. All the players are listed on the back. There is no chance for anything above and beyond, like inserts or anything. So there's no reason to open these ones up, especially when you're collecting anyways. So it kind of lists all the players. 1993 for those of you that are big fans of these teams. Like I said, I might list some of this stuff on, but it's just too hard to list this stuff, kind of stuff that is a lot overall. Premier Edition with the Sports Flick. So we're going to rip this thing open. That's why we have a sharp knife. Of course, we know with Sports Flicks, in these old stuff, is they did like to curl up and do a little ball. Just throw these back here. Yeah, most of this is kind of what's been expected of it, but Greg Jeffries, Carlos Galarraga. All right, so let's open up these Sports Flicks quick. And yes, they are curled up pretty bad. Defining the Magic Motion cards, 1 in 360. So that's obviously what you're going after. I think it's the only really insert in there, isn't there? Oop, almost. Let's see, Vaughn. Barry Bonds. I know obviously you get, I think, one of those every pack. McGriff, Swift, Gwynn. Do like the Barry in that little red version. I wonder if I'm going to have to get one of my other top loaders. These aren't too thick. Just want to see if we can... All right, so we got some baseball. We got some baseball up here. They taped the top of the packs down. That's kind of interesting. So we will get a red one in every pack, but Williams, Boggs. I'm guessing we're going to get a lot of doubles in there. Cal Ripken Jr. And Maddox. Robin. Let's put him over there because we will get a few. Rookie. It's kind of cool how it does the, if you guys didn't notice that, the rookie. Hutton, Abbott. Of course, I didn't know that right away because I was kind of zipping through to begin with. And Joyner. All right, I'll set those off to the side. All right, let's go through the packs here. You know, this one we got to wait. This is a repack pack. We got to wait till the end on that one. Let's do this other Sports Clicks. It just says 8 collectible baseball. Again, maybe I missed something on that one, but and it just says 192 Bowman in each one. That's supposed to be something. There's that same rookie. McGriff. Ripken again. Snow. Fernandez. Hollins. All right, let's open up our World Cup. These are sticking a little bit like the other ones were as well. All right. I don't have as many soccer followers, but I have a few. U.S. Cup Review, The Wall, Rookie's Guide to Soccer. Well, maybe I should read that to be sure I know what I'm doing right. I don't watch a ton, but I do like watching like the big World Cup. It's kind of like hockey. You get in the playoffs, World Cup. It's pretty intense. Future stars. So I don't think anything too crazy in there. One future stars in each pack. So that is kind of the Cup Review. Kobe Jones. Ooh, that's a little more sticky. Come on. Don't do that to us. Schwartz. It's another Kobe Jones. Future stars. Morse, and of course, there's always some fun card in there. All right, so we do have Bowman. So everybody can read the names. Phil Pantier, Guzman, Juan, and Jose. And the reflection is awful trying to read these ones especially. Unfortunately, we're going to skip to this one just because of the where they were flipped. Curtis, Santos, Bolton, Sony, Alvarez, Becker, Fletcher, Mike Bell. Always thought those were, but I didn't buy as much Bowman. Sada, this Edmonds, as in Vince Coleman. All right, Pinnacle. I'm still excited. We got the Grand Slam. Ooh, these are stuck. Neves. Yeah, these are stuck, unfortunately. A rookie prospect, rough. Yeah. Green. I'm going to rip them apart quick. Everybody can cringe. Wally Joyner. Morris. Phillips. Riddick. Murray. Rookie prospect. Julio Franco and Barry. That kind of sucked. That kind of sucked with those ones. All right, let's get to this one here. Grand Slam value in every pack. This contains guaranteed random assortment from Fleer. So these are what we're used to on here, right? Well, that already tells you what we're looking at. And we can already see we've opened enough of these cards to know what these years are right away. What kind of Grand Slam variety are they giving us? Martinez, that's not a bad one. The Superstar Special card. Otis Nixon. So when I say not bad in this context, it's not because it's worth $10. It's more just the uniqueness of kind of what we're pulling. So, well, let's get the 4-sport out. So this is all, looks like it was like almost retaped on the top. Unless that's just what happens when it's been packed for so long. Ooh, that could be. It was actually stuck to that material. Boy, this thing. If we have an issue with these sticking, that's not going to be good. That is not going to be good. We're going to open that up. 10 jumbo packs. 2 special giant cards. This will be the one that, I don't think, is this Garnett's one? No, 93. It's a nice little Chris Webber. Anthony Hardaway. So, some cool ones there. So we'll throw that box out of the back. Get that with the glue sticky. You guys can hear, I'm sure, from that pack. So we'll throw those two sitting right there. So we'll go through these fairly quick. Bonus cards only in these packs. Just don't be sticking on us. A little bit. I don't mind flexing them a little bit. Jen Miller. Arling. Mills. Brute. No. Brown. Gray. Ranger. Brooks. Allison Kennedy. Not the Jordan we want. There it is. Jamal Mashburn. 1 out of 80,000. That's what you call limited. It's worth. I'll at least throw a sleeve on it. Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. We're gonna just throw that like that. We got a lot of cards to open. That can't be the best cards we're opening. It better not be, anyways. Neal, Harper, Wilson, Brown. Teague, there's one behind there. Rivera, Vincent, Hightower. Owen Williams, Terry. Ooh, what is this? I don't ever remember seeing one of 66,000. I mean, not rare by anything. Isaiah Ryder. I don't remember seeing like there's 2 Isaiah Ryders, like the acetate. I mean, I've seen the phone cards. Again, I was pretty young back then, so all I did was kind of open and, did what I did. But let me get a top loader and let you guys chime in on that one. One of 66,000, so not like it's rare or anything. I mean, that's a pretty cool card. I honestly can say I don't have or pulled those before. I mean, this one I'll throw a sleeve on too, but yeah, very, very interesting. Hey, we got a Drew Bledsoe. Drew deserves some love. We need to get a football one up there. I know you guys. Anybody who says something about the cards that I put up on the top loaders, I'm just going to put a big, giant smiley face emoji on the comments. Suppose if you're used to the newer cards where a hit is, you know, like a $300 card, whereas back then a hit was a $3 card and we were happy. Johnson, Houston, Donald, Madsen, Tony Kukoc, and then Clark, Anderson. See, and I don't know hockey enough then anyway, so I wouldn't know if I should be throwing those. But in the four sport, if we get one of those, I will. But and I want to keep the ball rolling. We got lots of cards to open. This is one of the ones I've been looking forward to. I haven't done as many long videos, but Shields, there's a Chris Webber. Just throw him on this stack over here. Earl, Riddick, O'Neill, Reed, Davis, a knife out of the way here before I jam my finger. Yeah. Brooks was off. I mean, that's probably the one name I do almost recognize. Maxwell, Footman, Thompson, Hogle, Anderson, Walker, Winslet, Die. Is that a Chris Mills? Moore for Grizzly. I always appreciate you guys that hang in and watch all the cards being opened. You know, a lot of you don't, those of you that are watching still and haven't skipped ahead, but those are when I first started doing this, I didn't even do the reviews at the end. And people had mentioned, I was like, maybe I won't even do the reviews because then it makes it so people actually have to go watch the actual video. That's kind of a unique one. And we got a hockey one in there too, so we'll do that. Classic, all rookie. Wow. All of them back to back to back to back. Jackson Minor, Leitner Morning. And that's a great Shaq one to get too. The rest of them are going to go into that that good stack over here, but we have not represented hockey up here, so we're going to, because this is a multi-sport box, and this must be a little bit more of a unique card. So this has the, it's got hockey. My hockey guys and or gals can chime in on the players that we're seeing. I'm going to throw both those up there. Hockey is officially represented. We didn't get soccer up there, but classic all rookie here with the Shaq's pretty cool too. I mean, in reality, in all these packs, that's probably the best cards you can literally pull on most of these. Or the Williams for Nixon, Chad. Getting all those rookies in one pack must be actually pretty unique. I can't imagine they're throwing those 5 right back to back to back typically. And 1 out of, I thought maybe it said 20. I thought maybe they upgraded us. almost like Edwards. And sleeve this one up quick. Throw it in just our stack. So after this, we have two of the good old Grand Slam and the Jumpstart one I've literally never seen. I think that's what intrigued me the most on the box, but we still have the mystery of Ismail. I always remember how fast the Ismail brothers were. Hill. Asking Erickson. It is Chris Gratton. I'm just going to throw that up there. Anderson, Duncan. Yeah, because we haven't even got a different Shaq. That's what's so crazy to me. We got all those in kind of a row. I'd take him again in another pack. Thomas, Ryder. Gotta love you some Isaiah Ryder. He's a Funk Dunk. Back, Givens, Dell, Everett, Penny. I throw Penny out here. There's another Chris Webber. That piece off there. Checklist, right? Wagner, Soderstrom. Well, I mean, considering we're getting some good cards out of the packs. Yeah, I better throw at least a penny sleeve on this one if we don't want it to get all scratched up. Last one. What can they get us in here? Besides for making us flip them over. Hardy, Robinson. Hey, there we go. There we go. Of all the packs, it'd be nice to see him in that numbered one too, but Walters. And we got another penny. There was one hiding back there. Yeah, there was. Singleton. Hunter Jr. Well, we got another penny. We finally got ourselves Rodriguez, so we got the youngsters represented up here. So we're going to have cards all over the place, but that's fine. This one I'm just going to set right here as well, because now these are kind of the nicer of the cards that I can review at the end. Let's go through these. Three. Oh. Okay. Okay, you guys, answer me this question. 300 collectible cards, stars, rookies, and more. All these, right? It says collectible cards. This was taped shut, and inside it's packs. To me, the assumption would not be there would be all packs of cards in here. I'm happy. I'm telling you. That's best case scenario right there. We have one little stack, which will be awesome if they threw us some stars in there. But, wow, let's see what we got. We got 94 Donruss Series 2. I'm not 93 Donruss. Pacific Collection. 94 Ultra. 94 Classic Best. This is just the box that keeps on giving. 94 Bubblegum. You know, I did drink a coffee this morning. Another World. There's no way that, because this wouldn't have been in there. Do you think they just redid that? Maybe had it open? I mean, I don't like it really matters because we're still getting all the cards. Series 1 Collector's Choice, 94 Minor League. Dude, I'm loving this. And we still have the basket. I hope they did this with the basketball one. I mean, that would be fantastic. Well, let's see, because if they don't have any stars in here, Topps gold though. Dan Gladden in the gold. Robert Draft Pick Granger, Jeff Bagwell, Spears. There we go. Cal Ripken. Not going to sleeve that one up from this year of Topps, though. Kurt Schilling. If it was a gold, I would have, though. There's Clayton. I don't know what happened. Something got miscut. You can see it's a little piece hanging off the cards. But I did throw some gold in there. Johnson, Eric Heffland. Wow. Guys, this is just fantastic. So we're doing that World Cup again right away. Guide again. You guys probably had to pause this video and take a halftime break. Chris Henderson. Barnby is the future stars in that one. 94 Fleer Ultra. Ooh. Sticking a little bit. Troy Leary rookie. Chipper Jones. Of course, it looks like that one stuck a little bit, but Paul Molitor. Stanley J. Bell. Phillies finest. Aaron Dalton. Kenny Lofton. Yeah, these ones are sticking a little bit. Jeff Bagwell. More rookies. Well, we got the Chipper Jones. This is, I mean, I'm not, there's just stuff everywhere back here. Kind of see why I wasn't about to try to list all the, I mean, I don't even know where to begin. Right off the front. Well, I know, I think you get one of these per pack, right? Paul Molitor. Roger Clemens. There's Cora. Reggie Sanders. Wells. Let's keep this ball rolling, right? Well, maybe it's not one of those per pack then, huh? Oh, yep, there it is. Darren Dalton. Like I thought it was anyways. May, Reigns. Levis, Fielder, throw that one over there. McGriff. Some of them sticking more than, all right, let's go 94 Donruss Jumbo Pack. I don't recognize about half these packs. Half I don't think I opened too much of, so. Woo! You hear it? Sorry. Said like Mark McGuire. We'll just throw that one over there. Ooh, Ruben Sierra again. That one kind of got... Of course, Jose Canseco on that one too. It was a little bit dinged up. Yeah, these are gonna be sticking. So I'm gonna get through these. Unfortunately, Joe Carter, Pedro Martinez. Oh, this is awful. All right, this is awful. Gotta get him out of here. Can't handle it. All right, let's do Series 294. Security tag on the back even. People were really jacking 92 Topps then, huh? Cal Ripken, I definitely remember these. Jones. Phil Clark. For Wilson. Johnson. Perk. Donruss 93. Yeah, these aren't going to stick. Palmero, Josh Offerman, Jackson. Vidic. Those don't have quite the same. The Stadium Club could be fun, though. Well, let's do this 90 Pro Hockey. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure that was all supposed to be baseball for that Grand Slam assortment, wasn't it? These are a little sticky as well, so we'll kind of see. I'm not even going to try to do half these names. If you're not watching hockey, we're Canadian, right? Keith Goretzky. I know someone. I think someone mentioned one other was the first hockey player, woman hockey player or something. I remember that. I always like the comments for some of the info. Always can learn something. Limited edition bonus card, 1 of 40,000. Maybe that's who it is. There it is, First Lady of Hockey. Minor league graduate. Their classic all-star. First Lady of Hockey. So, yeah. Somebody will have the scoop for us on that one, I would imagine. So, 94 tops. Bubble gum. You know, that's probably better than what some of the other gum. I don't remember the Topps sports bubble gum. Or maybe I just grabbed it and ate it so fast that I didn't even pay attention as the kid. Opening cards. Paul Molitor. More Topps bubble gum. Junior Ortiz. These cards are pretty easy. 94 Stadium Club. Award winner, Randy Myers, Lance Johnson, Ivan, Joe Oliver, Ron Gant. So this is always cool when they have the random photos. That reminds me of the Bo Jackson photo. Sandy Lamar, info card, a numbered info card. Is that a thing? People are really collecting those. Munoz. All right, there we go. Frank Thomas. Liking that. Now, I don't recall opening these, and I'm guessing those are some type of like a silver or foil, whatever they call them. With the reflection instead of the red down there. Collector's Choice. Series 1. Here's our silver signature. Back home run. Gonzalez and Bonds. Steve Avery. I thought that was interesting with him with the bat on the back of the card. Ricky Henderson. And more Collector's Choice. We got the Randy Johnson. Again, a lot of these are going to be beat up a little bit. And you hear them sticking. Ken Griffey Jr. So I'm going to set that up there. Since we have a lot of them up. All right, 94. Classics Baseball Gold. Man, why do they got to make it so hard to be able to see a lot of the names on these? Paul Moeller. So I always try to make it so you guys can see it. Williams, Oh. Weber. Oh, this is Ryman. Ramirez. Is that bent in half? Yeah, it's basically bent in half on the bottom. It's very disappointing for that one. Picker. Loy. Yeah, it's so crazy how hard they decided to make it. 20 Rookie Express. What is there? I can show you who's in this one. There. Figured I'd show it since it showed in the pack kind of what was going on. I'm going to go through these a little bit quicker. May. Pickford. Whew, 94 minor leagues. Recognize these a little bit more. Detmer, Sullivan, DJ Boston, Brunson, Battle, Doherty. It'd be nice to see him not all sticking though. And we got Hollandsworth, Andrews, yeah, it is what it is, right? Davis, Goose. Sorry, that was Garcia. Shane Andrews. Waller. Kelly. Young. Since they're sticking together, figured Connell. And nothing huge out of those ones, unfortunately. All right, here we are. Now to our basketball one. Again, it has tape on it. Throw us a bunch of old packs. Throw us a bunch of old packs. Stars, rookie, and we do got some packs. I'm not going to argue. I don't know if would you rather have that or rather have just the loose cards in there? I'd probably be more of a fan of this one. 93-94 Series 2. 93-94 Ultra. 93 Draft Picks Jumbo. Oh, there we go. Upper Deck, Series 2. We got 93-94 Tops with bubble gum. Ooh, Stadium Club. Stadium Club in there. Now, unfortunately, these are the years of cards that stick together. Strong, Harper, Smith, Kukoc. Kukoc rookie is always not bad to find. Inside Out, Spruell, Frank, Strum, Sam Cassell, rookie, Tim Hardaway, Bond, Dennis Rodman, Detlef, Van Exel, Mal Mashburn. There's some pretty quality rookies in this year. Of course, nothing. It seems like nobody collects as much except for Jordan a lot of times in that. Robinson, Harold Miner isn't bad. Bell, Eris, Harvey, Robinson, Sam Cassell again, for Steve Worthy, Alex Wright, and then Tony Duncan. If I do it before I take them out of the pack. Kidd, Belsky, White, Earl, Scott Burrell, Poole, Vin Baker, Penny Hardaway, Jamal, Graham, Dirk. There it is. Let's go 93-94 Fleer. Green, Dudley, Riley, there it is. Sharp Shooter. I'm going to see if it's this one or the card behind it sticking. Ooh, that's actually really good. Nick Van Exel. Oops, Smith, King, Elo, Earl Gill. We could not go through all these cards and not get a Jordan, and how appropriate. Sharp Shooter. We're going to put that one up front and center. Kukoc will go with this stack. We'll have quite a bit to review. Ryan, Cassell, Manute Bull, Dudley, Cooper, Williams, Bobby Hurley. Oh, and another Jordan. They saved the insert parts for us. Hammonds. Superstars. Well, that is also an insert. Wow, wow. Insert, Jordan. And Thompson, Chambers, Allen, Houston, I'll throw up there. Liskey. Michael Jordan, Topps Gold. Strong, Riley, Single and Rice, Sean Bradley, rookie. Wow. Wow. I think I ran out of my deals, so we're going to end up moving this one and throwing that one up there. Always something popping up. Another Benny. Dudley, Sean Kemp. There's Larry Johnson. Carmelo Dumars. Oh man, I was hoping, but black gold is not bad for a Bradley. New Bull in the gold. I'm telling you. A black gold. A black gold. Does it even have the odds on black gold? 1 out of 18. What's really funny is they have the nutrition facts for the gold. That's hilarious. That I didn't expect to see. Things you don't remember, right? So gold. Kenny Smith, Horace Grant, gum for everybody. Are we getting a double? A couple of Doug Christie's in here? Yep, saw that Lakers jersey. We obviously know it ain't going to be Kobe in there. There was a Stockton. Is that going to be a gold? Charles Barkley? John Stockton with the gold. A little sticky on there. We're going to throw that up there. We got gum everywhere. Should I give this gum to my kids? I'm gonna try it out. I'm saving that stadium clip for last. We've done pretty well today with some hits and inserts. So, Larry Johnson. Larry J. Chris Webber. There's that rookie standout of Chris Webber. Let's leave that one up. Fuck Williams. Witherspoon. Isaiah again. Top prospects. Vin Baker. Stay in school, folks. Sean Kemp. Christian Leitner. Get us some Bulls yet. Rodman. Bradley. Larry Johnson. Here it is, guys. We are finally down to the end. Did you think it would ever get here? Did you think we would ever get here? I don't even know how I'm going to do a review. I'm just going to have to go through and show a bunch of cards. Here it is. So you got Rim Rockers. Beam Team, only 1 out of 15. Must be because of the big pack. That would definitely make the break. You guys, look at that. That's a Beam Team. Is it not? Is it not? Did we pull a beamer? Reggie, David Robinson, Mike Brown, Michael Jordan. Hopefully that doesn't mean they took away my Beam Team of him. New Wave, Popeye Jones, Alonzo Mourning, Mookie, Lindsay, Larry, Rick. I'm on a first name basis. What an amazing box. We are going to end this. I'm pretty sure it's a Beam Team. Like, it looks like the design of the, it is. To me, that's better than pulling it downtown. Sean Bradley. That's his rookie too, by the way. Beam. Oh, Dan Moore. It's not in the greatest shape. Boy, that really stuck on there. Boy, a Jordan Beam Team to end that thing off. I do have the Jordan Beam Team from this year. I have both years, but still. Yeah, I think I have the PSA, was it 8 or 9 I showed in the one video. A Beam Team, that's still pretty dang cool. Anybody that's open Stadium Club, that was the card to get. Wow, we open up so much stuff, it's hard to even fathom. Well, I'm going to attempt to do some type of a review anyways. So I'll show some of the fun cards we got. Bradley, Reggie Miller, Larry Johnson, some Topps Gold, some different inserts, a lot of Mashburn on those guys from the early years. Cal. We got more Cal. Just some of the stuff. There, the red. All right. Then we got the rookies through there. We got the Chris Webber, Anthony Hardaway, Chris Webber, Kukoc, Ryder, Mashburn. And here it is. We'll say this is the best stack that we got. Hopefully somebody chimed in on those. Bledsoe. We got the 1 out of 66,000, but again, a card that I don't recall seeing then. The Barry Bonds red, the Shaquille O'Neal, all rookie or sport. The 93-94 Upper Deck Skylights, cool photo. Chipper Jones, Alex Rodriguez, Dan Harley, Beam Team. I don't mind, it's not in great shape. It's one of those cards you keep because you pulled it, which I did. Michael Jordan, Chris Webber, standouts. A Topps Black Gold, by the way, of Sean Bradley. Michael Jordan Sharpshooters. A Michael Jordan Superstars. in a Michael Jordan Topps Gold. Which, by the way, the centering is not too shabby on that one. And anybody that watches me knows I'm a huge Jordan fan. So for me, these alone were pretty crazy for this. Everything's empty. You guys, thanks for tuning into this one. Whew! If I could only find more boxes like this buried away, but this could be a one of one. Not an eBay one of one, a Bustin' Boxes one of one. So I know I've got a lot of those. So, hey, we'll get this new wall set up here in a couple days. I got to catch up on getting all this stuff organized. I'll get a couple videos out. I'm sure I got a great LeBron rookie blaster box I'm going to be opening this weekend next. And then we'll next week get this new wall set up. So you guys have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Glad you got to see it.